Hello, welcome to AnAuraChicBeauty channel. I know summer is almost over, but I wanted to do one last summery kind of colorful makeup tutorial, and so I decided to use Sunset as my inspiration. Sunsets, have so many colors blended in together. There's, yellow, orange, also a little bit of pink, purples, blues. Just all really blended and look really pretty, and so I kind of wanted to use that sort of color blend for the eye makeup. So as you can see, there's again yellow, orange, pink, and a little bit of purple, and the colors sound like really bright and it's really colorful, but I'm applying it kind of on the sheer side. It's like a shimmery iridescent effect, so it's still wearable for daytime and just wearable look. And also the cheeks and lips are kept kind of light. Since that eye makeup is very colorful, I wanted the cheeks and lips just more subdued, and so the cheeks are a little bit on the peachy side, and lips are a little bit pink, and it's just a gloss, the thing over the top, just so that the eyeshadow colors are the main focus. And that's about it for the look, so let's get started. So I make sure I start with a clean face, and make sure it's well hydrated by first spraying M.A.C Fix Plus. I also moisturize under my eyes with M.A.C Moisturelush eye cream, and I moisturize my lips with M.A.C lip conditioner stick. And then once my skin is well moisturized, I apply my makeup primer, and today I'm using M.A.C Skin Refine Zone Treatment. After the makeup primer, I apply my foundation, and in my last video I used a powder foundation to show you that you can create a matte, kind of more polished look, and it's great for summer because it absorbs the oil and shine, and it also gives really good coverage. But for this look, I wanted to use a different formula of foundation, and it's a tinted moisturizer, and it's by M.A.C. It's the Get a Tint, and the color I'm using is Buff Natural. And what's great about tinted moisturizers are that it gives sheer coverage, but it does cover light imperfections without feeling heavy or looking really cakey. So if you don't need a lot of coverage, I think tinted moisturizers are great. You can also make your own tinted moisturizer by mixing your foundation and moisturizer together. But if you kind of want to skip a few steps, then you can just get a ready-made tinted moisturizer. And it also has SPF 15, so it's great sun protection. With the M.A.C Get a Tint, there's 4 colors, but because the coverage is very sheer, it's the shade is kind of forgiving, and it's universal on everyone, so you can definitely find a shade for you. The brush I'm using to apply the tinted moisturizer is the new M.A.C 131. It came out in, I think, the Color Craft collection, and I got it just because I like these kind of stippling brushes. They have the M.A.C 188 and the 187, but the difference between those and this 131 is it's more flat instead of kind of wide and with the flat top. So I think this brush is for like blush or powder, but it's actually really nice for foundation and liquids because it just applies really smoothly and kind of like buffs on the the product and the coverage without looking really streaky like regular foundation brush. So I definitely like this, and I think it's limited edition, but I'm not sure. But I don't know if it's a must-have, but I do like it, so you can definitely check it out. Next is concealer, and instead of the M.A.C Studio Sculpt that I always use, I'm going to use M.A.C Decay 24/7 Concealer Pencil in FBI. And because it's a pencil, it makes it really easy to apply exactly where you want the coverage. You just kind of mark your face all over, and I just apply it to darker spots, redness, like blemishes, under eye circles, and you can use your finger to blend it out. But I'm using the M.A.C 131 brush so I can kind of sheer out the coverage a little bit. Since I'm kind of going for more like a sheer natural coverage today and nothing too heavy. So yeah, I'm using a brush. After the concealer, I'm going to apply a liquid highlight. This is M.A.C Get Bright Hookup Highlighter. And I'm going to apply it under my eyes to kind of brighten the area. And it's sort of like this is a liquid highlight. It has a brush applicator, and you just apply it like so, and just blend it with my finger. Kind of pat and blend. And you can use this liquid highlight anywhere that you want to kind of brighten and kind of emphasize that area. So under your eyes, you can apply it to your cheekbone, bridge of your nose, under your brow. And it's just a very subtle highlight. And the color I'm using is natural. And what's nice about these kind of liquid highlighters are that if for under eyes, if you don't necessarily need a heavy coverage, for like if you don't have dark circles, then you can use this instead, and it'll just kind of brighten under your eyes and kind of wake up your skin a little bit. I'm also going to apply the pencil on my lips to conceal the pigment. Then I'm going to set everything with Matte-nificent powder in Natural Buff, and this will help mattify the skin and control oil and shine, but still look natural because it doesn't really have a lot of coverage. And the tinted moisturizer, the M.A.C Get Tint, has really like a natural dewy finish, but I kind of want to tone it down a little bit because with the summer it gets hot and humid, so just kind of want to control the shine a little bit. And I'm using a Sephora number 50 powder brush to apply. Now for the eyes, I'm going to start with an eyeshadow base, and this is M.A.C Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm going to use M.A.C brush number 217 to apply. And I start from the lid closest to the lash line, and just kind of apply a sheer layer all over up to the brow. Next, I'm going to highlight the brow bone using a flat brush. This is M.A.C number 252, and I'm going to use M.A.C Vanilla Pigment. It's a shimmery, like ivory color. Kind of flashes like pink and yellow, like a duochrome effect. And I'm just going to pat it right underneath the brow, right on the brow bone. Then from the inner corner highlight, I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This is M.A.C number 224, and I'm going to use a different color to highlight the inner corner. This is M.A.C Gold Dust Pigment. It's like a shimmery pale yellow color. I think this is limited edition, but any kind of yellow, pale yellow color will work. And I'm just going to dot it right in the corner. Kind of blend it underneath and a little bit up. Then I'm going to use another fluffy crease brush. This is Smashbox number 10, and I'm going to use it to apply M.A.C Soft Brown Eyeshadow to contour my crease and add a little bit of depth. So I'm just going to apply it right underneath the brow bone highlight color. Just kind of blending it back and forth. This will help define your crease and just kind of add more depth to it with the other colors. And I'm going to use the same color and same brush to apply it underneath on the lower lash line to kind of add a little bit of warmth and kind of balance the eye from the top and bottom. Make sure to connect that at the outer corners. Next, I'm going to use a small flat eyeshadow brush. This is M.A.C number 239, and I'm going to apply M.A.C eyeshadow in Bright Sunshine. It's a really bright, kind of shimmery yellow color, and I'm going to apply it to the inner half of the lid, near the inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to pat it just on the inner corner, and it's going to be a different color on the outer half.